So see here today what we need to do today. Today we need to start with what here? HTML interview questions. First we will focus on HTML interview questions. And after completion of HTML interview questions, we will see how HTML document will execute in browser window. We need to see how our HTML document is executing in browser window. And after that, even we need to see one more topic that is known as what is CSS. What is CSS? Advantages of CSS, disadvantages of CSS, and we will see types of CSS. Today's my plan is this much. So definitely I will cover all of them, don't worry. So see here, HTML interview questions means first one we need to cover differences between HTML and HTML5. Definitely they will ask this question. Second question I will ask you, what is the difference, or can say difference between div tag and span tag? That I want to explain. Third, I will explain list of tags introduced in HTML5. Last one question, list of tags removed from HTML5. These are the what here? 4 questions we need to see fast, immediately. So anyhow, these questions are already there with me. I will explain these questions orally so that we can focus on what here? How to execute our how HTML document will execute in browser window. So tell me, what is the first difference? HTML and HTML5. So see here, everybody, when it comes to this one, I want to tell you here, to represent HTML document, we need to use doc type. But in HTML5, we will write doc type HTML. You know very well. So the first difference is that only, sir. In HTML, when it comes to HTML, in HTML, we'll write only exclamation doc type. But in HTML5, we will write exclamation doc type HTML. That is the first difference. Okay, sir, we got an idea. That is the first difference. Second difference is HTML is bit slow. HTML5 is more faster because it is lightweight. You know very well, I told you when we started HTML5, the main objective, the main purpose of creating HTML5 is to create lightweight components. So when it is lightweight, so definitely performance is faster. But in HTML, we are writing what? Huge code. That's why it is bit slow. So HTML is bit slow. HTML5 is more faster. HTML is not efficient. HTML5 is more efficient. More efficient means if you want to design anything. So can I design that page by using HTML? Not possible. So it is not sufficient, or you can say not efficient. Not efficient means that much is not preferable. But HTML5 gave new tags and it is very lightweight. So it is good to use for production purpose, for creating the web pages purpose. So that's why I'm telling HTML5 is more efficient. HTML is inflexible for the developer. Why it is inflexible? Because we need to write lengthy code. But when it comes to HTML5, HTML5 is a flexible for the developers. We are not writing very lengthy codes. We are writing very less codes. Means less tags we are using. Next is what here? HTML is less mobile friendly. HTML is less mobile friendly means if you develop any web page by using HTML, Might be that HTML will not support that mobile device. But whenever we create any design, any web page by using HTML5, that HTML5 web page we can open in laptop also, we can open in mobile also. It's a mobile friendly. Next is what here does not support drag and drop effects, but HTML5 supports drag and drop effects. Not supported audio and video without using Flash player. Means in HTML, if you want to play audio and video, so that time we need to take the support of Flash player. With the help of that Flash player only we can display the audio and video. But in HTML5 support audio tag and video tag. So we can play the audios without Flash player. So then next is what it does not support JavaScript to run on browser window. See, HTML does not support a JavaScript to run on a browser window, but HTML5 supports JavaScript. For example, yesterday we created graphics. I told graphics we can do by using two ways, SVG, Canvas. So Canvas is doing the graphics via JavaScript only. So HTML5 is allowing to execute JavaScript in a browser window, na? Yes. So HTML does not support JavaScript to run on browser window, but HTML5 supports JavaScript to run in a background with the help of JavaScript Web Worker API. JavaScript Web Worker API. Next is what here? Last one. Virtual graphics supported with the help of technologies, vector graphics supported with the help of technologies like VML, Silverlight, Adobe Flash. Means if you want to draw any vector graphics in HTML, we need to take VML, Silverlight, Adobe Flash. With the help of those technologies only we can develop vector graphics. But comes to HTML5, vector graphic is supported with the help of internal technologies like SVG and Canvas. Next, I can say we can't handle inaccurate syntax. We can handle inaccurate syntax. Shapes like circle, rectangle, triangle, not possible to draw, but here shapes like circle, triangle, rectangles are easy to draw. Yesterday we draw, na? Yes. So these are the differences are there. 11 differences are there here. So it is not mandatory that you need to tell all the 11. At least tell 5 to 6 differences. For example, doc type HTML, less mobile friendly, more mobile friendly, bit slow, more faster, audio video not supported, here supported, vector graphics supported with the help of VML, Adobe Flash, Silverlight, but here it is supported with the help of internal technologies like SVG and Canvas. It does not allow JavaScript to execute on browser window, but it will allow to execute JavaScript with the help of JavaScript Web Worker API. We cannot handle inaccurate syntax. Here we can handle inaccurate syntax. Shapes like circle, rectangle, triangle, not easy to draw, but here easy to draw. So like this, you need to explain the differences. Tell me, can you tell the differences? Everyone, online people, can you tell the difference between HTML and HTML5? So in interviews, definitely they will ask you this question. What is the difference between HTML and HTML5? Second question. What is the second question? Diff and span tag. Even we will see SVG and Canvas also. We'll see SVG and Canvas also. So see here, now I will go to the next one. I will give you here. So now you can see here what I want to tell you. They will ask you what is the difference between diff tag and span tag. You know, diff is a block level element. Span is a inline element. This is block element, or you can say block level element, or you can say directly block element. Better. It's a block element. Span is a inline element. You know block element, right? Block element will take 100% width, and every time it will starts with new line. Inline element means it always starts with same line, and it will take the width as much as required. So that is the inline. So when to use div actually? When to use? It is used to wrap sections of a document. So whenever if you want to wrap all the sections, if you want to wrap all the sections, that time we need to go for what? Div. When to use span? It is used to wrap a small portion of a text or images and etc. Sir. For example, I will give you one live example to you. Otherwise, I will create for you people. 1 second. This is my body. This is my body. So what is my requirement is I have taken H1. H1 I have taken I have talent. And now let me go to that location where my file is available. Let me go to E drive. I have training. I will go to the what? Front end. Practicals. Practicals index. Right click. Open with Firefox. So see here. What is coming? I have talent, but I need hub. Hub I need in red color. Hub I need in which color? Red color. So what we can do? Red color, blue color, my wish. So if you want to wrap small portion of a text, what I'm doing? To whom I'm applying? Hub. And I will say style. Color I want to say what? A blue. And now you see the magic. Refresh. Understood my point here now? So only hub is coming in what color? Blue color, like that. So whenever if you want to wrap like this small portion of the text, that time we need to go for what tag? Span tag. We need to use the span tag. So just I'm showing you a simple example to you for demonstration purpose. And remember, it is used to create CSS based layouts. Layouts means what? Header, footer, section, like that. This is known as what? Layouts. To create the layouts, we need to use what tag? Div tag. It is used to stylize the text. Stylize the text, sir. Stylize the text means you are decorating the text. You are stylizing the text. So that time we need to go for what tag? Span tag. Understood the difference? Tell me what's the first difference? Block element, inline element. It is used to wrap the sections. It is used to wrap small portion of a text or images and etc. It is used to create CSS based layout. It is used to stylize the text. Okay, sir. Now, next question they will ask you in interview. Are, can you please tell me what are the tags introduced in HTML5? So, header, footer, section, article, aside, nav, audio, video, command, data list, figure, H group, mark, meter, summary, progress, out, Ruby, time, etc. etc. These are the tags introduced in HTML5. But all tags are not important, don't worry. Next is what here? What are the tags removed from HTML5? Big, center, font, frame, frame set, no frames, strike, underline, directory, applet, base font, etc. etc. These are the tags removed from HTML5. So it is not mandatory you need to tell all, at least say 5 to 6. 5 to 6 array, sir, these are the tags introduced and these are the tags removed. Understood my point here now? Okay, sir, we got an idea. So we have seen almost 4 questions. Now we need to see one more one. In how many ways we can display the graphics in HTML? I told you yesterday only, there are 2 ways to draw the graphics in HTML. One is SVG, canvas. See here, using SVG, we can derive 2-dimensional vector graphics on web page. Using canvas element, it is used to draw the graphics via JavaScript. Both are what here? Container tags only. SVG is also container tag for vector SVG graphics, and canvas is also container for HTML graphics. Both are what? Container tags. But if anyone says, what is the difference between SVG and canvas? SVG is used to drive, or SVG is used to draw two-dimensional vector-based graphics on a web page. Canvas is used to draw the graphics via JavaScript. You need to tell this difference. Now we need to see the last question. What is that last question means? What is responsive web design? See, responsive web design means mobile friendly, sir. Means whatever the website, whatever the web page I am designing, that web page should support every device. Every device it support. For example, I create Facebook login page. If I open in laptop format it will come. If I open in mobile phone, mobile format it will come. So tell me, it is a responsive or not? Responsive means it will, as per the device, that page will be visible. Font size will become big in laptops. In mobile phone, it will become what? Small. So like that. Responsive web design is about creating a web pages which automatically adjust the content for different screens and viewports. So tell me, automatically adjustment. Laptop means text should becomes what? Big. Button should come what? Big. Box should becomes what? Big. When it is comes to when it is comes to mobile phone, so box should becomes what? Small. Button should become small. Text should becomes what? Small. So automatic adjustment. So that kind of design is known as what here? Responsive web design. So in interview, if anyone says, what is responsive web design? Tell them responsive web design is about creating the web pages which automatically adjusting the content for different screens or viewports. Okay, sir. Now we need to see, these are the interview questions, sir. You learn these interview questions at home. But what is my today's class intention? Today's class intention, I will show you how HTML document will execute. How HTML document will execute in a browser window. We need to focus here. So now definitely I will give you one diagram to you people. See here, everybody, I'm giving the diagram. So what I will do, I will save here. I will go to the E drive. I have training. What I want to give you, front end. This is class 7. And diagram is nothing but class 7.1. So what I want to give you here. Here I want to give you diagram. Open the Paint. Assume that this is my HTML document, sir. This is my HTML document. This is my HTML document. And here I will take H1. Heading tag. And here I will go forward. P. Paragraph tag. Okay, this is my HTML document, sir. This is my HTML document. So let me say this is nothing but HTML document. So do you know, in HTML document, who will come into the picture? HTML parser will come. HTML parser. Do you know what HTML parser will do? It will parse the data. HTML parser will parse the data. It will read the data. And it will hand over the parsed data to DOM. DOM it will give, document object model. It will give it to the DOM. So what DOM will do? DOM will convert our HTML document into tree node structure, sir. It will convert to tree node structure. Yes. It will convert into tree node structure. Tree node structure means there is a document object will be there. Then we have a what here? HTML. HTML is having what? Header and body. Head is having which tag? Title is having. And body is having what here? Paragraph, sorry. H1 tag and paragraph. So like this is known as what here? Tree node structure. What we call it is? Tree node structure. So let me do one thing. So actually circle should come. I'm writing like this. Circle should come. Okay, this is circle, assume that. And now what happens, this will execute in a browser window. Understood my point here? The tree node structure will execute in what? Browser window. So like this, we are getting the output. Understood my point? That is the internal story I'm telling. How our HTML document is executing means this is the approach. So this is what happens. So let me save this class 7.1. I need to go to the front end. I want to save with what here, save. So this is what happens. So let me say here, HTML parser, I can say first, HTML parser will parse the HTML document. Okay. Later, HTML parser will hand over the parse data to DOM. DOM stands for Document Object Model. And DOM will convert HTML document to tree node structure. Finally, tree node structure will execute in a browser window. Understood my point? So first HTML will parse the data from HTML document. Later, it will pass the data. Later, it will hand over the parse data to DOM. DOM stands for Document Object Model. DOM will convert HTML document to tree node structure. Finally, tree node structure will execute a browser window. So this is what happens internally, sir. So then only we can see the output. Understood my point here? So DOM plays a very important role here. Without DOM, we cannot execute any HTML program. How to execute Java program, we require JVM. To execute Python program, we require PVM. To execute Android program, we require DVM. Similarly, to execute HTML document, we require DOM. So remember, this is very, very important. We need to focus. So this is all about what here? HTML. HTML is finished here. HTML completed. So tell me, everybody till here, everybody understood now? Online people, everyone got an idea till here?
Yes, sir.